YouTube, how are we doing? This has been a long time coming. I'm going to use this opportunity to record our very first vlog, and the trip that we're going to record is a really exciting one. We are heading over to Netherlands to run one of our networking events at FC Utrecht. This is going to be the first event that we've done outside of the UK and Ireland. We've done events all over, up at Celtic, Newcastle, down at Brighton, over at Dublin. But this is going to be the first one outside the UK and Ireland. And I thought I'd take this chance to record our first vlog and give you a little insight into what goes on at the events, who they're for, maybe some of the discussions that come up at the events, and maybe give you a little bit of behind the scenes footage. We're going to be going around the club at FC Utrecht, meeting the staff, and maybe catching up with some of the people that come to the events as well. First things first, as you can see, I'm sat here in my car. It wasn't quite the plan to start with. My plan was to walk to the train station, but it's absolutely chucking it down here in the UK. So I am going to go and get the train to Manchester Airport, and I'm going to go and meet Jordan Tyrer, who I'm flying out to Amsterdam with. So we'll catch up at the airport. Look who I found. Mr. Tyrer, are we ready?
Very ready, very ready. On tour.
He's got his snacks. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing.
We're ready now. It's now 10 o'clock local time here in Amsterdam. We've just landed, just going through the airport now. We're going to go and meet Baz from FC Utrecht, who's been absolutely class, by the way, in this whole build up to the event. Baz is going to give us a lift from the airport to our hotel, where we're obviously going to stay tonight, and then we'll be meeting Baz and the rest of the team at Utrecht tomorrow as well. Christmas tree there for you, Jordan.
Loads more out there as well. Christmas in Amsterdam.
Here we go, the main man. Here's Baz.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Holland.
Top man, top man. We're looking forward to tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. We've got a really good turnout. Coaches literally right across Netherlands, number of different teams represented, but also some coaches from Belgium and also Norway, right?
Yep.
Some Norwegian coaches come in, so yeah, it's exciting.
Morning.
Just got down to the academy here at Utrecht, and Baz is giving us a little tour of everything they've got going on. We've got under 23s training this morning, and some of the other squads are training as well. So we won't be able to show any footage of the training, but we'll hopefully catch up with Baz and some of the team members as well.
Bigger spaces, here you have to be creative as well. So that means, like, for the under 23s, we go above the under 90s. And
So Baz has just given us a little intro in the gym, and now we're just having a little walk around to see some of the facilities that they've got here. Here's some of the pitches. There's four, I think if you said four grass pitches.
Yeah, 4 grass pitches.
And artificial. And then we're just going to head through, and Baz is then going to present to the coaches that we've got over from the Norwegian FA about how the club operates here, and how the transition works through to from academy to first team as well.
here Ramselaar, who was playing for PSV as well, and now over to the picture behind you was just a few weeks ago the first Europe League we played in 12 years against Lyon. But here it was like video room, meetings.
FC Utrecht. We are a club where everyone's welcome. We don't care where you come from. Because we live through our motto, we do everything from within our heart. That's why we try not to be just a football club, but an organization that stands in the middle of the community and does accomplish in the last 2 seasons a place in the top 7 in Holland every year.
Then on Thursday, Wednesday they're off. Thursday you have the same 2 sessions. Friday just 1 short session, and on Saturday you have to perform during the games. And what you can see that all the teams, well the under 19s is quite critical at the moment, but all the teams play at the highest level of the Netherlands.
As I just presented to the guys about the structure of the academy and how they work, and like I said before, they got the under 23s training today. I think under 19s are going to be training as well. So now he's going to take the coaches out over from Norway to show some of the work in practice now. Jordan, what do you make of it so far?
Really good. Yeah, really good. I think what you can tell is the atmosphere within the club and how tight everything is. It's a smaller club in terms of the facility for the academy, but you can tell the staff are very close, the players are very close, and what they're doing is very good work. I think the feedback's been very good, and everything Baz has presented so far has been amazing. So a real insight into what goes on in Dutch and Netherlands football. Very good.
One of the things, obviously, they've talked quite a bit about some of the success stories, haven't they? Some of the players that they've got through.
Yeah.
But there's very much an approach of they realise that not all these players are going to get through to their first team, but they want to prepare them for a first team environment, which has become very apparent. And then the other thing, the phrase he used then, which I can't quite remember exactly, but was that they're doing a lot of work in the academy where they are taking their theory, testing it out in the applied world, then relating back to theory, and then taking it back to applied. And there's that constant sort of progression within the programme, which was some of the questions also that came from some of the guys there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think all in all they're doing a lot of sensible work, is probably the best way of describing it, around theory and applied practice. But I think the big thing they've been pushing is the 1% every day. They kept referring to that 1% every day, 1% every day. And in a smaller unit of staff, in a smaller squads, you've got to do that.
Tomorrow we're going to play in very small spaces, so today we're going to get a bit bigger than this. So that's the reason why I do the sprints today, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. So that's the reason why we did it today. So here I have the iPad.
So it's been a pretty interesting morning so far. We've had Baz present and give a little tour of the training ground, and then the guys here have just watched training and had a few chances to speak with the likes of Tom just around the approaches that they take within training as well. And then now, as you'll see, just where we're based here, the stadium is only walking distance, which you might be able to see just over the trees there. It's walking distance from the training ground here with the academy. So we're just heading over to the stadium so the guys can have a little sneak peek of the ground. But also this is obviously what everyone's preparing for, is going playing over there. So Baz was saying as well, visually, when the academy players are playing and training at the training ground, they can actually see the stadium. So psychologically it's like a little incentive for them during training. We spent the morning with Baz at the academy. We've had a really good insight there into some of the work that goes on day to day, and I know it's going to be expanded on tonight, but yeah, there's been nice to see some of the discussions that we've had, Baz, on both podcasts really, like come to life, I suppose, with some of the coaches and that, and the work that they do. We just spoke as well about the environment that you're creating at the club, with not just developing players but staff too. You said there about some young staff and developing them, so it's really important now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's not only the talented players but also talented staff, and then help them to progress in their careers as well. And well, on the first hand for FC Utrecht, but on the second hand also somewhere in professional soccer with a label of FC Utrecht. That would be great, and that's the main goal, of course, aligned with our culture and philosophy, which we are building within the club on this side of the academy, but also what we are heading now to the first team ground as well. So we have the same feeling, language over the whole club.
You definitely get that through spending a bit of time at the club as well. I spoke to Jordan just before, and we said about initial views from what we take away at the club, and I think a lot of it is collaboration. It's the fact that people are willing to share. We were speaking to some of the guys from the Norwegian FA then, saying what's it like in Norway for collaboration. It seems very similar to here, that people are willing to open up ideas and have these conversations, and I think that's a really important part of what you do as well.
Yeah. The feedback helps us also to grow ourselves as well, so we're open to that as well, as long as it aligns with what we are doing. And on the other hand, if it's outside of the box, that can also helping us to shape and to grow as well. So yeah, the door is always open for that, and that's what we're going to do with tonight as well with the event, right?
Yeah. So we're now on our way. What's the difference in time, Baz, from academy to first team?
Well, it's like at the moment, without traffic delay, 15 to 20 minute drive.
Okay.
We go from a little bit the west side of the city to the east side, so the other side.
Yeah.
Or north-south. It doesn't. Well, I'm not quite sure if east-west or north-south, but it's on the other side.
It's the
of
other
the
side.
city.
It's the other side.
So it's like without traffic delay, 15 to 20 minutes. If you have traffic delay, then it could be like a 30-minute drive.
Nice. So yeah, we're going to head over there because it's a few hours now until we kick off the event. So we'll go over, get things set up, meet Rainer and Yanni as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we'll get things going. So we're now down at the first team training ground at Utrecht, and you can see some of the facilities here are all set up ready for the event. All the chairs set up, presentation ready to go. Very, very nice training ground. So tonight we've got a bit of a mix between presentations from some of the practitioners here, and we're also going to have some practical presentations in the gym space, which is just behind the camera there. So we'll give you a bit of an insight into some of the topics that are discussed from some of the coaches as well. Right, we'll get started. Thank you very much for coming out. And just before we kick things off, I just want to say a huge thank you to Baz and the team here, because we'll get into it in a second, but we've run quite a few events like this before, and it's been the first one that we've done outside of the UK and Ireland, and we wanted to do it for quite a while, but we were waiting for the right opportunity to work with the right place and the right people, and the guys here have been absolutely first class in the original. As soon as we started the planning and right through to everything they put on today, I know the guys from Norway that are over, they've been absolutely first class. So I just want to say a massive thank you to Baz and all the team and everyone that's presenting for us today as well. So we've had our first presentations at the event. We've had Baz has presented for us with Rainer, and Yanni's just finished his presentation all around AI how he's currently using AI, but also how he sees the future of AI being used within football as well. So really fascinating topics. At the minute, as you can see in the background, everyone's upstairs getting a little bit of food, and then we're coming back down. We've got a couple more presentations on velocity-based training. So Tom from the club is going to be showing us how they utilise velocity-based training, and we've got Jeroen. He's also going to be presenting on VBT as well, and some of the work that he's previously done in some other sports too, so plenty more to come.
This is the part behind the profile. Normally, when you have a script or you use Power BI or Python, you can make your scripts. And if you have 24 players, you have 4 squads, you're making so many individual reports, it's more easy to write a script in Python or Power BI. To show you what's behind, we have here in the blue the 20, 50, 70, 100, 120. And in this situation, I only wrote down the mean velocity. So you see if the weight goes up, velocity goes down. Normally, you can also write down the dip. With our students, when we do the research, they write down the dip to see if there's standardization in the range of motion. And we also use the peak power. So we also have the load power profile. During the time, I only focus now on the load velocity profile. And you already see that there is a line here, a linear regression. And the linear regression is going this way to 106, so that means at load 0 there's a speed here, and you can already compare the athletes. So some athletes who are more speed dominant already have a higher profile, or maybe you have a lower one over here. So this is it's the first step in load velocity profiling. We have now a first test, and we can do this testing over and over. First time the power was 980, the second time was 1010, and now we're 1088. So if you already calculate the difference in percentage, you already see we do the same exercise, same loads, but there's much more output. And that's the whole gain in velocity-based training. If you have athletes, you only have to hold a red flag and they're already running. So if you do something with competition, they're going faster. And you can do competition here. You can also do competition within the team. If you, for example, jumps, and we do everyone the same jump, and we use centimeters, they already have a competition. Oh, you're number 1. Oh, I have one more round. And they're also going to ask me as coach, can we do a 3rd or a 4th round jumps? Because I want to get next time. Just keep them hungry.
Look at this, little treats. So, from the guys from the Norwegian FA, some chocolate, very nice indeed. And then the legends at Utrecht, a home and away shirt. Absolutely class. Right, that is the day done. That was a long one, but a very, very good one. Yeah, there was a lot to reflect on with that day. Loads of top presentations, but I think some of the big things for us were just how receptive people were to getting involved with the practicals, asking questions, getting good conversations going, and hopefully a lot of good connections made as well. So yeah, overall, really good event. The guys at Utrecht are first class. Some really, really good work going on there, and it was great to see it firsthand with training and then leading into the event tonight. So there's only one more thing for it, really, isn't there? Little cheeky bit to wrap things up. Jordan, how was that?
Yeah, very good. yeah, Baz and the team, big massive thanks to them. Like Ben said, they were unbelievable. And I just think, yeah, everything they're doing at Utrecht has been spot on today, but also what they're doing currently and practice and everything. And I think, like Ben said, the way they've opened the doors to us and given us a full tour was amazing. And yeah, they're very open to collaboration and just sharing what they're doing, and that was really refreshing. And a lot of coaches, there was a lot of people there tonight all around the Netherlands and further afield as well, in Belgium and Norway. So yeah, very, very good day. So yeah, big thanks to the Utrecht team. We're now going to be looking at their results from afar and hoping they do well in the Europa League and beyond in the league as well. So yeah, great event.
The other thing was that some of the topics that they covered in the presentations, Yanni spoke about AI, which is obviously a really interesting one. So that'll be available on the community soon, and then also the VBT presentations by Jeroen and Tom as well. So you get a little insight into some of the practicals which you've hopefully shown in the video, but also how they go about structuring it. And Jeroen was speaking about how to actually get it started. So if you're not currently using VBT, he spoke about the options in terms of the free apps and the device and things that can be used, but also just how you can get started as well. So yeah, loads of good content to come. So the last thing from us tonight is we're gonna sync these, and then it's bedtime, innit? Yeah. And then we're flying back to Manchester tomorrow morning, not too early, around 10 o'clock. So yeah, that'll be the end of a very successful trip and a busy, packed out day today. Okay, so that's the trip over. This is obviously the first video we've done like this, capturing our networking event like I mentioned at the start. So if you've enjoyed it, let us know, drop us a comment, and we'll hopefully try and capture some of the ones we've got coming up as well. And then just a reminder, if you are watching it and you're interested in some of the content that's potentially been spoken about at our events, the recordings of our events are available on our online community. So go to footballfitfed.com and you can get all the information there.